And finally tonight, when the State Department of Education issued its school-by-school report card, it was a familiar story. Schools in wealthier areas generally scored better than their less fortunate counterparts. But as 10 News reporter Cole Sullivan explains, Norwood Elementary School in northwest Knoxville seems to have beaten the odds.
At a glance, it could seem like the deck is stacked against the kids of Norwood Elementary.
Some of our kids have come from really rough places.
Around 60% of the K through 5th graders are classified as economically disadvantaged.
I really think it's higher than that.
It's a Title I school that serves students of more than 15 different countries.
We've had students in the past who have never been in a school setting.
But this year, on its state report card, Norwood was one of the best elementaries in the county. It scored a 3.7 out of 4 on total achievement.
I was extremely excited, and I couldn't wait to tell the staff.
Their student success rate was up 11%.
Kids are just amazing learners, and they just pick it up so quickly.
But the school's principal says the success isn't just from the classroom.
I think it's important that people know that we are a community school.
The school works in the community. One example, its dinner program for students and parents.
And their families can come. If there's other people that need dinner, they're allowed out in the community. They're allowed to come and have dinner as well.
We address the needs of our families, not just our children, so that helps everybody.
And helping make life easier at home makes a difference in the classroom.
I'm glad that our students are able to achieve, especially the kids who have so much more challenges to overcome than just regular American kids.
As both students and the school work to beat the odds. Cole Sullivan, 10 News.
Hats off to Norwood there, and though they have made a lot of progress, teachers certainly still working to improve. The principal says they're putting a focus on math and science this year, and you can see how your child's school scored on the state report card right now at our website, WBI.